Do you know what an echo chamber is? Echo chambers are situations or social groups where beliefs and ideas are repeated and amplified, and they are also protected from contradiction and arguments. In a way, echo chambers are a place of friendship where most people agree on the same thing. But echo chambers can also be dangerous because what if, as friends, we're actually believing in the wrong thing? And have you ever wondered why it's so easy for us to be convinced by some people in our lives? And is there a connection between these biases and tendencies with the spread of misinformation? Hello, science fans! My name is Chona. I'm your resident Filipina scientist, and welcome to episode 26 of SHE-ensya's Corner. I've heard somewhere that the people who are most likely to change our minds are the ones we agree with on 98% of the time. If someone you know, like, and trust believe in a radical or strange new idea, you are more likely to give it consideration and eventually believe in it.
NANI?!
Unsurprisingly, however, if someone wildly different than you proposes the same radical idea, well, it's easier to dismiss them as crazy, stupid, or not worth your time. But when we're talking about science and life-saving information, that can get very frustrating. But as science communicators, being aware of it will help us be more effective at what we're trying to do. Now, one way to visualize the distinction of ideas is by mapping beliefs on a spectrum. If we divide the spectrum of beliefs in a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not believing and with 10 being firmly believing, and you find yourself in position 7, there is very little sense in trying to convince someone at position 0 or 1. The gap is just too wide. Given our position, our time would be better spent connecting with people who are at position 6 or 8, and we can actually gradually pull them towards our direction. But why is this the case? Well, it's because any idea that is significantly different from your current perspective or worldview will feel threatening. And the best place to ponder a threatening idea is in a non-threatening environment. And as a result, books are actually one of the best ways to change someone's mind, compared to, let's say, a debate or a conversation. In a conversation, people have to carefully consider their status and appearance. We all want the opportunity to save face and avoid looking stupid. And when confronted with an uncomfortable set of facts, we actually have the tendency to double down on our current position rather than publicly admit that we were wrong. And arguments are like a full frontal attack on a person's identity. And reading a book or watching a YouTube video is like slipping a seed of an idea into a person's mind and letting it grow on its own. But there is another reason why bad ideas continue to live on, which is that people continue to talk about them. It is said that silence is death for any idea. Ideas can only be remembered when they are repeated. Ideas can only be believed when they are repeated. Now, some of us repeat ideas to signal that we are part of the same social group. But we also repeat bad ideas when we complain about them. Because before you can criticize an idea, you have to describe that idea first. And so, you end up repeating ideas that you hope people will forget. But of course, people won't forget about them because you keep on repeating them.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
This phenomenon is called Clear's law of recurrence. And it basically says that the number of people who believe in an idea is directly proportional to the number of times that information has been repeated, even if the idea is false.
What?
So, each time you attack a bad idea, you are feeding the very monster you are trying to destroy. And so, our time is better spent championing good ideas than destroying bad ones. And so, science has spoken. when it comes to talking about strange or new ideas, we are better off trying to convince those who are similar to us or who like us in the first place, and then hope that the ideas can slide down in the process. We also shouldn't waste our time explaining why bad ideas are bad. We'll simply be amplifying the spread of fake news in that way. The best thing that can happen to a bad idea is that it is forgotten. And the best thing that can happen to a good idea or a good video is that it is shared. So what do you think? Wouldn't sharing new information just among friends just create new echo chambers? Should we be more confrontational? I hope you can share your thoughts, ideas, and arguments in the comments section below. And if you think a scientist making a science channel is a good idea, please follow our social media pages in Facebook and on Instagram. Visit our website also at www.SHE-ensya.com. Thank you so much for dropping by and see you around!